All I ever got was me, mustn't go stand. Screaming, please, young nigga, make G's. I can't get fucked, mother, I'm hopeless. I think my mind's gone. All I can do is get my grind on, ducked around the corner. Let's go, y'all. We got lessons here. Let's talk about it. Let's get back to that real shit, you heard? Shed alive, heartbeat, yeah. It's like that. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. We got work to do. I was raised in the city, shitty ever since I was a itty bitty kitty, drinking liquor out my mama's titty, and smoking weed was an everyday thing in my household, and drinking liquor till you out cold, and though I'm grown now, nigga, it's still out loud, bustin' on the niggas till they go. I mean, more jealous ass bitches coming for my riches. Now I gotta beat these bitches when I roll, cause if I ain't sharp and holeless, the bitches that stole shit, excuse me, but this is where we poke, bitch. Game for free, please explain to me why niggas trip, bitch, who you came to see. Murdery never see me later, man. That's on my box. I got homies that'll hunt you till you drop. I hope the Lord can forgive me. I was a G and getting high was a way of being. I knocked all my fire out the blizzard, you heard word. We were kids. I see death around the corner. But having respect, that feels even better. I see death around the corner. When we were kids. Yeah, we got work to do. Let's go. I see death around the corner. But having respect, that feels even better. Just trying to keep it real out here, you know. What's up, y'all? Come on, shed alive, man. Let's give you some real shit here. You know what I mean? We're not doing this for TV, we're doing this for us. Yeah. I salute, we made it, we here. We's free and we's alive. Let's start there. Off the rip, I want to say top of the morning, peace be multiplied to all my peoples. Real talk. We ain't got none, it's not a game here, and we definitely came to do lessons. We come to talk about etiquette, respect, how to be a king amongst kings. You know, real conversations over here. How to be a queen amongst queens. We're talking about that. You heard me? We're going to talk about the fact that clarity gives you understanding, and understanding is a preservation of nature. It helps you live longer. So we're going to address some serious issues, and the first thing I got to do, MGM Fest, I salute. Yo, I was out politicking, chopping it up with my young niggas last night, and on some real shit, I learned a couple of things. See, in this life, you know, we see things the way we see it. But because other people's perception is different, don't mean we hold that against them, even though we don't agree. Your feelings don't make you right. And right ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. Let's start there. Real talk. You know what I mean? Let's keep it 100. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, shed alive, heartbeat. Put me in the algorithm, you heard? They've been trying to squeeze me out the loop. You know, they've been trying to squeeze me out the loop on these real conversations. But as I check around, I don't see nobody having the same conversation that we having at all, even addressing, you know, this the type of seriousness as we view it. I don't see it, but you know, we not gonna worry about what they doing. We gonna do what we doing, and we gonna stay on that. We on that type of time over here, right? So boom, right? Off the rip, let's keep it 100. We know a lot of shit. We know what's going on. We know what time it is. We're going to start there. We're not going to go back and point fingers at who you was 2 years ago. We're not going to talk about what happened to you 5 years ago. We're not going to talk bad about how your mama dropped the ball and how your pops fumbled the bag. We're not going to get into none of that. We grown now. We grown now. Shed alive, because some people need to grow up. Listen, it comes a time when you got to leave childish things behind. It comes to times you have to face the reality in which you really live. Nigga, you don't got it like that. So, don't work to take yourself backwards. Alright? Now, even though something might not be true, if a person believes it, it's true to them. And that's what we're dealing with. You know, you can put the numbers out, talk about all this other shit. If they believe that, it's true to them, and that's the way you're going to have to deal with it going forward. Now, when I say MGM Fest, one of my nephews, you know, all his life, you know. Sulu Mike is pops. It's my boy, Big Mike. Now, listen, off the rip, I know a couple of things, right? It don't really matter what they know, they believe. So we got to start there, you know. Yo, listen, I'm a man that still believes. I believe in my people. You know, but some people don't see things as deeply or critique them the way I do. So we're going to clear some of that shit up. Off the rip, don't get mad at a young person for thinking different, because we have to accept the fact that the powers that be spent them. Spent them. Spent some the wrong way, but they spent some the right way. See, some people see like my man Fest, he's seen through the bullshit and he got a clear view. Everybody don't have that. You know, we got to remember, perceptions is everything if they believe in them. I read a book, you read a book, she read a book, and he read a book. Our perception of what we read is going to be different. I went through life, he went through life, she went through life, they went through life. Our perception of this life as we know it right now is going to be different. Now, I'm speaking on this because this is how we learn. When you stop learning, you're a dead man. All right? There's always a lesson, but you got to get. Willie the Wino got a message for you if you're in tune. If you seen Willie Wino drunk every day on the corner, what that taught you? If you want to know. Don't be getting drunk every fucking day, because it'll lead you to live on a corner with nothing. Going nowhere fast. I told you, life will show you everywhere you need to go, but you got to get in tune with yourself. All right? It ain't complicated. All right? I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Shit is different. What I mean is, all this shit going around, niggas ain't going to hell. Because society made it so a person has to actually go against his integrity in order to survive and feed their kids. So I believe God gonna get some grace on that. Strippers ain't going to hell. He took that, but he ain't going there. You know why? Because in their heart, they was trying to do a beautiful thing that God asked of them. Provide for them kids. Now, man that made the dollar more important than people. That's not on God. That's on us to determine what decisions we gonna make. All right? Now, I'm gonna say this because we're finna get into this. But the first thing I want to say is, listen. People running around talking about, where's the love? Where's the love? It ain't no fucking way if you ain't gave none. Let's start there. If you haven't, listen, the only way to receive love is to give it out. What you give out comes back to you. If you ain't showed no love, why would you get any? Let's start with the simplest of things, practical thinking. Real talk. You know, yeah. If you've been running around mumbling and grumbling for the last few months, ain't no love came your way, ain't no blessings fell upon you. It's just that simple. All right? It's just that simple. I don't care what, I don't care. You know, we ain't talking what they talking about. We listen, when it come down, if money is your love language, if money is what you lead with, if money is what you stand on, as soon as the money gone, all the love is gone. You back to regular Joe Schmo and all at once the bread is gone. Some people in 2026 right now, they don't love you for you. They love you for what you can do for them. And they don't even really know the real you, because you was being somebody else to get them to like you and all that. The person you being to them ain't even the real person. And you warm with that too. I'm trying to get to the bag. So you bent a couple of your ways. You eliminated some of your rules. You went against some of the things you believe in because you trying to get to the bag. Okay, now you measure yourself. Don't say I only did what I had to do. No, nigga, you didn't do what you had to do. You chose to do that shit. And that's the end of that. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just own up to that. Just take the accountability for that so you can move forward. Don't be sitting around. Listen, this is why I always say, listen. And any one of you with kids and young people that they look up to you, don't accept all that complaining and shit. You don't want to hear that. And you let them know that. I don't want to hear that. Complaining turns into pointing fingers. Pointing fingers turn into the blame game. We're not doing that. You walk your miles yourself. The only feet in your shoes is yours. All right? Complaining ain't going to get the job done. And their opinion ain't going to help you with the work. I said, find a way to get into your shit so what they think about you won't matter. Focus on your focus. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, I've been moving around outside. And I got a couple of things I got to learn. See, listen, for the most part, younger people think that black people are lazy. I'm talking about young people think black people are lazy. Because they see how, see, you can't, listen, vision is everything. You cannot go against what they saw. They seen Hispanics in New York working hard. And they attribute that to the success of the Hispanics. If that's the way you're looking. My thing is, okay, you came here, you've been here 6 months, you got a bodega, a house, a car, and your kids in college, and nobody in the house speak English but the baby. So my answer to that is, where is the paperwork? How come a person that's been here all their life can't get to the same paperwork that the new people that just landed got to? They don't really see that. They just feel like people coming. But what I'm trying to say is, it's a little bit bigger room than you think it is. All right? You know damn well the black man is the last one hired and the first one fired. That's a fucking fact. I don't want to hear that. Let the black guy do it. He'll do anything not to lose his job. That's the temperature. That's what it is. Now, that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people that don't respect you as a whole fucking man. But day to day on your travels, top to bottom, you have to remain a king in your own right. Listen, relationships will always fail. But you stick to the mission, and the relationships required for the mission will stay intact. You stick to your mission. See, listen, how you carry you and how you decide your business and how you make the moves you make has nothing to do with the person in front of you unless they blocking your fucking way. Be smart enough to get around it. Like I said, if you're bumping your head up against a brick wall, stop. Take a deep breath and take your ass back to the drawing board and rewrite another play. Now, you hear what I just said, right? I come to learn that when I give out these type of conversations, it comes with an etiquette of thinking. Because some people, now, for example, when I just said what I said, the bar starts here. For a person to get a clarity of understanding. In real life, some of the bar starts here. In real life, some of the bar goes even lower. What I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to get people to get these understandings, it's a certain level that you got to get in. So what I do is, I see what the etiquette of thinking is. You know, are you going to work slaving for the white man, or are you going to work to provide for your kids as financial dreams? It's all on your perception. And I get that on how we're going to talk later. See, for example, listen, if a person thinks, you listen, check this out, right? It's a lot of good people saying good things about Donald Trump, right? And it's a lot of people saying bad things about Donald Trump. Problem is that some of them haven't really did their homework. Now, my thing is this. Now, the obvious, and it ain't my fucking opinion. Now, I don't know if y'all been keeping up, but I'm going to update you real quick. Just a little reminder. Not everything is going on. Just a little something of what's going on. Listen, the Hormuz Strait. The Hormuz Strait is the traffic for the Middle East. That's how they get all their goods, they order shit in and out. When you close the Hormuz Strait, and there's no movement, it's only one other place to get oil. America. Colombia, Venezuela. America has the biggest oil reserves in the world. So, when China and the rest of those countries can't get oil through the Hormuz Strait, come see America. That's a plan he did, all right? That's why he locked up Venezuela, and that's why he smashed Colombia, because, yeah, if you control the oil, you control the world. And it looks as if he's trying to control the oil. That's what it looked like in real life. I don't give a fuck what they told y'all. Second, America does not have presidential elections during wartime. America does not have presidential elections when America's at war. We are right now at war with 5 countries. And then we went to war against them. I ain't gonna say their name, but y'all know what they are. But guess what? As long as any one of them breathing, the war's gonna go on. God bless them. You know, they got to clear that shit up. But as long as it's one of them over there alive, that war going to exist, which means we will not have a presidential election. And at this particular point now, whatever it might look like to you, America's out of ammunition. They didn't think they was going to be, but they out of ammunition. They got to get that. Now, I'm saying to myself, they out of ammunition, and we at war with 5 countries. Where are they going to get the money from to do that? Because we know that they got the tariffs coming in, and the third. Then you look at America. The man that literally stripped the whole poor section of all the bread. He wiped out 70% of the bread that was coming to our environment. Okay? At one time, a full-time student could actually receive a minimum of food stamps just because they were a full-time student. A full-time student means they go to school at least 7 to 8 hours a day. Now they have to work 20 hours on top of that. At one particular time to get food stamps, as long as you didn't make over $200 a week, you were eligible for individual food stamps. They raised that number because you can never use zero. Listen, when you go sign up for food stamps, welfare, anything, you cannot put zero. When your income is zero, you have to get a letter from someone saying you're sleeping on their couch until things get better for you. You can't go down there and zero everything unless you live in a service building like the shelter or service program. Then you can put zero because they're taking care of you. They're going to give you $195, but they're going to get $3,500 for your ass a month. It's all a game, but you don't know it. You don't know, but I'm telling it to you right now. You understand? Now, with these things going on, they took all the services, thousands and thousands of people lost their job because those services were to help people in the hood try to make it from day to day through whatever they're going through. They took all the money out of that. So basically, and everything in the hood, everything in the hood is more expensive than it has been in the last 10 years. That's coming off our back. Housing is more high than it's ever been. The cost of living, I don't know who determined the line for cost of living, but it's high as it's ever been. Now, I just feel like they stripped it, and the hood hasn't received anything. I don't want to hear about he gave money to HBCUs. That's not helping the hood. That's helping schools and individual people who go there. We talking about as a collective. Nothing has been, the only thing that came to the hood was ICE. That's it. All right? That's it. Now, whatever you read into the news, I just updated you on what's going on. They just made a law where people they got to break the contracts that they have with ICE. They're going to make ICE is the president's independent police. Wherever you send them, they're going to go there and do whatever you tell them. That's boots on the ground in our own country. That's the problem. Now, whether you like them, whether you're not, I don't know what's going on, but I just told you what it is right now. And no, Trump is not a genius. He hires people with genius-like qualities. He hired people with genius-like information in the know. He hires the best of the best. This is how these things get put together. They're not getting put together directly by Donald Trump. He has the highest intelligence of analysts that put these things together. And that's what it's looking like. You control the all, you control the world. Okay? Pretty much. And that's what I think it's all over, but that's just my opinion. Now, back to this real shit. When people have a perception of things, it views the way they see them. So we have to change the way we deal with them when they see things different. All right? Now, a lot of these narratives that they spinning on us, we know they bullshit. But the fact that people believe them means that we're going to have to deal with those teachings and narratives in real life. All right? If men as a collective think women ain't shit, women going to pay for that. Because men think they ain't shit, but we all know that that's not every woman. But if enough men believe that shit, they can push that issue, they can push that narrative and make it a real thing by the numbers. Now, how do we learn how to stay out of that kind of shit? Keep talking to each other, keep interacting. Respect other people's opinion even though you don't agree. Okay? That's how we learn. You understand me? It's not no game here, man. Somebody got to have these kind of conversations with you. And shit is different. Okay? Y'all gonna stop acting like, yo, y'all see, it's dangerous to date out here. It's dangerous for children out here. Okay? It's dangerous for women out here. Okay? I always make the statement, be kind to women and children because those women and children could belong to you. You dig? Those women and children could belong to you. Real talk. They changed this joint, man. I don't even know how to do it now. I don't even know how to do it now. I'm trying to change the, I don't know how to do it. That's okay. Whatever. Anyway, back at the ranch. Let's go. Back at the ranch. So anyway, listen. So that's what we on right now. Now, woo, real conversations going on. There's too much shit going on. So we're gonna try to talk about some of those things. Now, share it alive, y'all. Heart me. Let's talk about it. The state of marriage and being in a relationship. I've talked about it 2 or 3 times. And let's be honest, some of y'all are being hard-headed on purpose. And for whatever reason, it don't really matter. But we're going to stick to this. Now, why would someone still get married in 2026? Real talk. The way they spending that shit, for the man, it's a lose-lose. For the woman, it's a win-win. Hey, what's going on, Veronica? For the woman, it's a win-win because it cost us for her to be our wife, and we have to pay her to leave. That's a real thing. So when you do the math on that, it doesn't pay for a man to get married, you know. The other day, I spoke on a pod. I was on a live a couple of days ago, and I seen a clip of a couple that went to City Hall, and they got married. Nobody was there, just him, her, and a photographer. Listen, things ain't never rough for you. That's just other people's opinion when they view what's going on. See, it ain't no problem to you. It's a problem to them. The less they know, the less they negate what you doing and what kind of energy you want. So they keep that shit to yourself. They keep it to themselves. They don't want nobody throwing up, hey, I was dealing with him last year. How long y'all been together? They ain't doing all that. It's a personal thing, okay? It's a personal thing because now, even though the narrative has changed, whose fault is it? Men or women? I'm gonna blame it on business because they turned a sacred moment into a business transaction. And from that, relationships have become transactional. Now, people get mad when I say this shit, but I'm not making this shit up. I should not need to know how much it costs for you to be my woman. What are we talking about? You understand what I'm saying? Why are we talking about that? We shouldn't, because guess what? The things a man wants from a woman don't cost no money. Now, all of a sudden, in order to get them, he has to pay in order to receive those things. That's where we went wrong at. Now, behind that, where did we go wrong? What are people missing? What people are missing is what a man needs from a woman is free. He needs kindness, respect, loyalty, support. And she really needs her to be into him. And those things that we just named cost no money for her. But if we want them things from her, it's transactional with her. She ain't, you know, they said they got this narrative. Why would she do wifely duties if she's not a wife? On the flip side of that, why would I prove to you I'm a husband when you're not my wife? Because in 2026, a woman wants to prove that you're marriage material by action. But we can't get her to prove she's wifey material by action. And then when you want her to show you certain things, you being sassy. Nah. At some point, I'm gonna need to see some qualities in you that my mom had, that my grandmom had, that my favorite aunt had. I'm gonna need to get a glimpse of some of those qualities. You know, you ain't gonna be as cute as you is now when you get 40. I'm just saying, looks wear the fuck off. All right? And for some reason, young women they auctioning off their situation because of their looks. But guess what? Ain't nobody getting married because in the end, when the smoke clears, men want more than that. They want more than that. And y'all act like y'all don't know that shit. You know, I told you about the Christian singles meet. They had a Christian singles meet. Thousands of women showed up. Not one man was in the building. Which proves to me that women, you are following the wrong narrative. You can't follow their wave. You're going to wind up like most of y'all is by your damn self, acting like you don't know what a man needs, because you do. And I'm talking about, you. Listen, he need more than just sex. Question is this, and I'm going to be honest with you. Answer this in the chat for me. All right? Because I can't seem to get somebody to answer this question. Share this shit. Now, I'm the man. I'm paying for our daily lifestyle. I'm paying for our vacations. Okay? I'm paying for everything we do in life. What do you bring to the table once I have financially took care of everything? What do you give me then? What do you bring to the table then? We ain't talking about no money. Now, my problem is this. I haven't met too many women that answered it correctly. Which means they got somebody spun the block on them, and yeah, they got spun out their spot. Yes, they got it twisted. No, just support whatever it is he doing. You can't say that. The first thing you have to do is learn what he doing. Learn the man so you can see how to help him build. See, when you met him, he was trying to reach for the stars. With that energy you give him, he's going to reach for the stars and the moon. You understand what I'm saying? And it costs you nothing but the elements of your persona. That's it. If you got some days you got to make me feel like I'm a hero out here, then baby, can you do that? It's just that simple. I'm not trying to point the fingers. I'm not trying to tell nobody what they ain't. All right? I'm not trying to tell. Now, anybody put it in the chat. We're going to talk about it real quick. Put it in the chat. I'm just saying, man, y'all got it mixed up. You had fathers, you had brothers, you had male cousins. Y'all know what men need out here. Stop acting like they alien to you. Why aren't anyone getting, why people are not getting married? Because men marry who they want. Women marry who they can. It's just that simple. A man will marry a woman that works at McDonald's. A woman is only going to marry the man that owns it. Yeah, that type of shit. And it's a few cases, but only a couple. That's where that Cinderella shit came from. When you bring all the things, listen, hold up, I gotta stick. When you bring all the things to the table that a man desires and wants and needs to grow, he's going to marry you. Plain and simple. No matter what kind of job you got, no matter what it is that you're doing, if you fortify the whole man, he's going to want to wake up to you every morning. He wants to be responsible for every smile you put on his face. But now we have to go through so much to see that a woman is loyal. We have to do a lot of work to see that she's not transactional. We got to see why she's drop dead gorgeous. She at 9, 28, and been single for 3 years. We got to find out why that is before we make her ours. That's a man's way, whether you like it or not. Listen, y'all. I'm going to say this again. We have to attribute to that because we're basically relationship shell-shocked. You heard? We're a little shell-shocked because all the embarrassment, the humiliating things we done saw, the cutthroat, backdoor, slithery, snake shit we done seen happen to people, has got us weary of trusting people and putting our trust into people. You know, that's what it did. We're shell-shocked. What that means is that when people are shell-shocked in that manner, they put up walls. And when you want to give it a woman, you know she comes with walls. She's seen what her mama went through. She's seen what her sisters went through, what her friends went through. And she's going to be very, very weary to actually go the rest of her life with you because of those things. Now, how do you get past those barriers? Learn the woman. As you learn the woman, you'll see what walls she have up. Think about it. If somebody saw their mama getting beat up for 15 years, it affected them. They're just a person. Like either they're going to be beating chicks up their whole life or they're going to never hit a chick. Either they're going to sanction that shit or they're going to completely be in denial of that shit. But it affected them. Good or bad. You understand? It affected them. How you dealt with that affected your relationships going forward because you are just a person. Y'all seen, okay, for example, Princess died. God bless her. She had one of the biggest weddings in history. The whole world tuned in for a fairy tale wedding. Remember, she was a maid. And she was also related to Prince Charles, but that's a whole nother story. They was 5 times of whatever, but they was type related. You can't marry nobody unless they have some type of blue blood that you have in a noble presence, in a noble aristocracy. And the biggest wedding in modern history, the whole world tuned in, and guess what happened? It ended in a horror story. All right? It ended in a horror story. And even though the whole world witnessed that, people still did not stop believing in love. They still believe in love. Listen, love is very important. Nobody wants to grow old alone. And some of y'all been alone for way too fucking long now because you don't want to give in to the fact that you're keeping people from loving you the way they need to love you to feel like you love them. See, if you won't let me allow you to love you the way I need to love you, I'm gonna feel like you can't really love me the way I need it. It's blockers up and all that. Shit like that. It's just that simple. But let's be honest. We grown now, and all of us have a little bit of trauma. Now, whether we dealt with it or whether we didn't, we all carry around a little bit of trauma. So we always, all of us, are a work in progress all the time. We are humans. We evolve all the time. And sometimes we evolve in different directions. Don't be the same. And every 7 years, your whole circle will change. Your whole state of being will change. Like, for example, with men. The changing numbers biologically for a man is 37, 48, 60, and 72. Whether a man like it or not. Now what you was doing in between that does affect it. But those are the changes that we biologically change as men. At one particular point, we're going to get set in our ways. Okay? Listen. Y'all see my haircut? Y'all see my haircut, right? I'm the oldest nigga in the chat. This is the haircut I'm going out with. You heard? Yeah. Whenever they put me in the dirt, this is the haircut I will have. You heard me? As long as my hair keep holding up. It comes a time when the nigga just don't want to change it. Some just don't change their hair no more. They set in their ways all the way around. I've been wearing this for a long time. Now it's all the way gray. I can't grow hair right here with my son, so I can grow full beards. Crazy. But yeah, type shit, you know. And I'm saying this because I want you to recollect where you at with it. You ain't getting no younger. The people that love you and believe in you and need you spiritually need you to turn into who the fuck you supposed to be in this life. They need you to bring out the best in you so they can flourish, because guess what? They love you. Genuinely. And they respect you and adore you. And yes, when you improve, from you all things shall be built brick by brick with your 2 hands. Alright? Grown ass man, a lonely place. And I know you can win, my nigga. My problem is that you don't see that you're winning right now. Nigga, you free. I need you to live like it. Somebody got to come in here and say it to you. Alright? Stop letting this internet spin you. Listen, I understand you got 3 baby daddies. And you ain't with near one of them. Don't let that determine your worth in this motherfucking world. Them kids gonna give you back all the love that you gave them. By the time you're 70, you will be responsible for a whole village that'll die for you. You need to see that now. It'll make you miss. Listen. The vision for the rest of your life. The more clearer you get to the understanding of your vision, the easier it'll be on your journey. And that's a fucking fact. The vision, being able to think farther than you can see. Now, damn it, get back to the vision of your life. You're running around here doing a whole bunch of nothing. Listen, you did here, you're bopping over here, you're beeping over there, and you ain't made no progress to your personal life. You're doing a whole lot of moving around. A whole bunch of moving around is not motion. Motion is when all that moving around is benefiting you. And I ain't talking about motherfucking friendships. Benefiting your life. I need you to see it. Listen, I need you to respect the life in which you actually live. I don't want to hear that Instagram famous. Fuck out of here. That shit ain't getting you no motherfucking money. And if it is, then you need to focus on how to build that. Because guess what? You're not going to always have this energy to run around and chase that bag. One day that energy goes away. The people around you, they might be pluses. If you don't utilize the energy while they on their plus shit, they might fuck around and turn into a minus and you lose. See, listen, you have to be aware of the opportunistic moments that come into your life. You have to know that you might go out today and meet an ally for what it is you're trying to do. But to do any of those things, I need you to believe in what you are. Now, I'm going to say this to you. God bless everything you are in this world. May God bless everything you touch with your hands. And may the Lord put the power of good inside of you. You do good every day, God shall bestow good things upon you. And him I pray, from him all things shall be live. But this is the thing. God said you take one step, he'll take two. I mean, get up off your ass and make it happen. He can't help you if you ain't throwing him the assist or he throwing you one. You got to play the game, my nigga. Now, understand you're winning the game. You got up the bat. Nigga, you struck right out. You ain't the first nigga to strike out. Get your ass back over there and get back in the motherfucking game, nigga. And no, you're going to hit a home run. You're going to knock it out the fucking park. If you don't get back up the bat, that makes you a failure. You are a failure when you do not try. I don't know what the fuck y'all think. It's 2026. Why should anybody give a fuck about what you going through when they are going through the same things you are? Stop running around being a needy motherfucker. I'm tired of that shit with your hand out. Motherfucker, the money ain't ran out. It just ain't landed in your hands. So you need to think again. Understand, it's a play before the play. When you run into the situation, when you hit the strip, when you bounce into the room, when they see you bop, don't talk about money. Because we already getting money over here. We need to know who the fuck you are and whether or not you worthy of getting money with us. Get back to the etiquette of your manners, of characteristics and personalities of you. They gotta like you to want to get money with you. They ain't gonna get money with you because you get money already. And nah, you had a great idea. Nah. Why would somebody sit down at the table with somebody with a good idea and a snake of a heart? Your reputation precedes you. The things you have done define you until you change them. I don't give a fuck what it is. I need some of y'all to grow the fuck up. That's some mud in your name. You need to clean that shit up. To you, for you. We don't give a fuck. We got the same situation you got. Did you understand? This is personal shit. Now you get into heaven by the cleanliness of your soul and the softness of your heart. You work to get all that dark shit from inside of you. Learn to smile every day and mean that shit. All right? I know I said it before, but shed alive, because some of y'all need to snap out the bullshit. Wake the fuck up. Now we in the room. The 40-watt light bulb niggas thought if they killed unalive the 100-watt light bulb niggas that they would shine brighter. Nah. All you 40-watt light bulb niggas did was make the whole room darker. Because you couldn't figure out how that nigga used to be a 40-watt light bulb nigga, and one day he popped up a 100-watt light bulb nigga, and y'all couldn't stand it. Y'all didn't know the formula. Y'all didn't know what the fuck. All y'all know was he ain't no better than y'all, and a couple of years ago he was right here in the mud with y'all, and now he not. And y'all couldn't figure it out, so y'all destroyed him. Because looking at him, y'all was looking at the success that couldn't be you. Because you don't have that discipline. You don't have that work ethic. You don't have that good nature sensibility where people want to fuck with you and see you win. In your own right, you don't have that. This is why 40-watt light bulb niggas exist. My nigga, you have to learn how, and when I say nigga, I mean never ignorant getting goals accomplished. My nigga, Learn how to build yourself and fortify your worth. You are a king and a grown-ass man, and you are not born with value. Only women are born with value. A man has to build his value brick by brick with his own two hands his entire fucking life and learn to love that shit, nigga. That's the life of a man. You will be judged by every decision that you make. Because guess what? How you are and who you are and what you are ain't got a damn thing to do with who's standing in front of you. You stay that nigga. You stay that man. You stay that king. Tired of this shit. Now listen. Pardon me. Pardon me. I need you to know that you everything. Every time you turn around, they telling you about what you didn't do, what you should have do, what you could have did. You don't listen. You don't do this. You don't shit off for that. And fuck them. Straight up and down. Now you find a way to let all that negative shit fall on deaf ears. Now you had a moment. It wasn't your best. You didn't win. That does not define you going forward as a motherfucking man. Listen, nigga. We all have failed down the motherfucking steps. We all have. 80% of the men you see out here in the world were at one point broken men. The other 20% was born into a life of lack of leisure and luxury. Us other 80% fell down them steps. Some of us head first, and we didn't die. We got up and got back to swinging. I fell down the steps. I got up so fucking smooth. I made it a fucking trend, nickel. I gathered up all my children, no matter who their mama was, and raised them in my house. On some black man real shit. You can't eat out of my hand and shit in my face. You can't piss on me and tell me it's raining, because I taught my kids the money don't have to make it home. When that money make it back to the house, that's a decision that I made for the love of my children. And I need them to respect that. When the birthday party come, be happy that I came, not the gift I brought with me. You have to teach the love past money, because when the money goes, so does the love. In real life. Who gonna tell it to you if not the OG, huh? I seen what y'all been looking at. Bullshit. A whole lot of nothing. We're talking about some real shit here. And I'm going to say this again, too. First of all, a lot of y'all parents were kids when they had you. They didn't know. You are not responsible for that origin story. Shut a lot, because somebody need to hear this. It's real nigga shit over here. Grown folks shit over here. Grow up. It's not our job to punish our parents. You wasn't there for your mother's origin story, baby. She was still pregnant living with her mama, and your daddy was still out in the street trying to find him a dollar, trying to figure himself out. What your daddy was going through was called vehicles of expression. Your father, when he first got pregnant, when your mama got pregnant, he was in vehicles of expression. He showed reflections of who he was going to become, but he wasn't him yet. But your mama believed in who he was at that moment. Even she didn't know that he was going to change into someone totally different, because he was still learning and growing and developing. And your mama still lived with her mama in a crowded house, and her mama didn't have time to nurture her the way she was supposed to. Her mother missed a couple of ingredients and all that, you know. They didn't figure it out until you was like 8 or 9 years old. And by that time, your father was up north, and your mama was with this nigga for a couple of dollars that she didn't care about. And guess what happened? They were punch drunk on life. Sometimes life hits you with a three-piece you can't rebound back from. And that's not your fault. I'm not trying to blame you or none of that. I'm just trying to say that something bigger was going on with them than what they were supposed to give to you. And it wasn't on purpose. You didn't change your own diapers. They got you to the doctor. You got all your shots. You went to school. They did what they could have, what they were mentally capable of doing. They did that. And for that, you owe forever. Listen. Join the fan club. The Bible says, honor thy mother and thy father. Thy life shall be long. Ye shall be blessed. Ye meaning you. One person. That means you have to love your mother and your father regardless. It's not your job to punish your parents. But I need you to forgive them for what they lacked and what you feel you were wronged at. Because they're still your parents. It's a billion motherfuckers on the earth, and God picked those two to make you. And you ultimately owe them forever. If they lack the mental capacity to be what you needed them to be, I need you to forgive them and be bigger than that, because we grown now. We're going to stop looking back crying and shit. From this point on, there are no more mistakes, only lessons. All right? That fucked up shit happened, guess what? It ain't going to happen to me twice. Fuck out of here. I need you with that kind of energy. When you go back to that, see, listen, what happened has happened. We can't change it. It is what it is. And when you have to revisit those moments for whatever reason, whatever triggered you, I need you to take the power that got you to the now. Right now. You walked up out of that shit and you here. Take that power because it's still inside you. Don't go back looking at that fucked up moment crying and shit. I need you to relish in the fact that you survived it. You made it. Things have changed. Listen, nobody put you where you at. You put yourself where you at. I salute you and I'm proud of you, because guess what? Whatever happened, it's because of you. You caught an alley-oop over there, you got a lick over there, you got a gift over there. And guess what you had to do? You had to make it all make sense. Yes, you. You credit yourself for whatever good you did in this world and celebrate you, because if you don't show how much you love yourself, ain't nobody gonna love you. Remember, we can look at you and tell if you love you. Let's talk. I love me every day. And I love some people out here, but I love me more. The only thing I love more than myself is my children. That's my word. What's up? What's good? Appreciate that. I don't know what they sent me, but they sent me. Feel free to leave a gift. Yo, add Harvey, put me in the algorithm. Let's get this real shit need to be at the top, y'all. Y'all know what it is I'm doing? I'm trying to cut through the noise. I talk like this because everybody out here is playing. You ain't getting no do-over for this life. It's a one-shot deal. You don't get to raise your kids twice. That's called your grandchild. Yes, it's a one-shot deal. There are no do-overs in being young. And some of y'all still young enough to turn this shit around. Word up. Now, damn it, I'm the oldest nigga in the chat. And I'm rich in life. All my kids are healthy, well-mannered, and intelligent. And well-respected in their own right. No funny shit, weirdo shit, clown shit. None of them. It's hard being one of my kids. Remember, you only get out a child what you put in them. You better teach your kids to love you more than money. If they gonna leave you, put your ass to the nursing home and leave you there. That type of shit is what we talk. If you ain't never changed no diaper, who gonna change yours? If you don't dedicate some of your youth to them children, they ain't gonna be there for you when you get old. They not. Nigga, you wasn't there for me when I needed you, nickel. And to the pregnant woman I saw the other day, I salute you, God bless. We don't see, she was talking to me and she said, yo, I recognize you. You be preaching online. She called it preaching. I just called it keeping it real OG shit. But my thing was, she was worried about just her first kid, beautiful chocolate girl, young girl. And she was worried about whether or not she was going to be a good parent. She had a parenting book with her. You know, she be studying shit online and shit. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I took the book and closed it. I said, do you remember your childhood? She said, yeah. I said, remember your childhood and you'll know how to make your child's life better. I said, do you remember when you were 7 years old? She said, yes. I said, do you remember what type of birthday party you would have liked to have when you were 7? She said, yes. I said, well, you make those visions of your childhood true for your child moving forward. That's all you need to know. And love them. But I reminded her, teach your child to protect themselves. That's the problem. We teach them how to love, but we got to teach them how to protect themselves. We have to teach them how to recognize game. If you want to be a good parent, remember what you lacked as a child and make that available to your child. If your refrigerator is empty, make sure your kids don't got to go through that. If you saw your mama getting whooped on, make sure your kids ain't never got to see that. Ain't never got to be that. All right?
Remember, some of the things that they learned from you, you didn't want to teach them. They just happened to be in the next room, all right? And you can't tell somebody how to love you, all right? Let's keep it 100, all right? Real talk. Let's get back to this lesson. Hey, yo, listen, throw it in the chat. What we talking about over here? What's up? We on one. Let's keep it 100. We on one. Okay, now. Woo. New rule to step parents. Mind your effing business. All right? And if you don't mind your business, treat them children as if they were your children. Treat those children how you would want someone to treat your children. Damn it. Now, if you're going and talking about your daddy broke and I'm that nigga, the kids will have you buying PS5s and cars and still won't have no love for you. Love, if you are a step parent, love who you are there for. If you make that person happy, the kids will gravitate love towards you. That's the best you're gonna get. Now, listen, the understanding that she gave you or he gave you about the child's parent is not the understanding that the parent gave to their children. Now, she told you he don't love them kids. That's a whole lie. Them kids know their father loved them. So don't listen to her. All right? Mind your business. When she dealing with her baby father about them kids, mind your business. It's safer. Let's be for real. Can't no nigga come to me telling me about my kids. Because a nigga, they my kids, you ain't even got to deal with them. Nigga, walk away quietly, my nigga. That's what you can do. Now, how do you deal with another man's kids? You meet up with the man and you talk to him man to man. So listen, you know, if you're going to be living in a house with his daughter, you can't be walking around in boxes around my daughter. I don't want you running in the bathroom, taking a leak while she in the shower. It's certain rules going to have to be laid down. But like I said, these are things that how you remain a king in a kingdom and how you remain a king amongst other kings. Respect. Now, if you finna move in with this woman and she got 3 daughters in there, you need to talk to their father, especially if he on hand on deck. You need to get that understanding. And then you need to sit her down and say, listen, I don't want no, Joe's a kid. All of one of them kids got to say, he looked at me funny. He touched me. He walked in on me. Nigga, you going straight to jail. Until you clear that shit up. And when you beat it, the world's still going to hold it against you. To remain a king in kingdom, to remain a king amongst kings, it comes with a level of respect that you give all kings because you want that respect as a king. If you're going to be around my daughter, we need to have a conversation, especially if she's 4 or 5 years old. Real talk. We need to have a conversation. You know. Now, I don't know what it is y'all think, but it only takes one violation to ruin a child. You understand that? It only takes one. Okay? Now I need y'all to grow up. Grow up. I don't give a fuck how big a dick he got. Don't put that man around your kids. And you don't know him. A lot of y'all bringing these men home because you in desperate need of some type of sex or some type of male energy in your bed, whatever. But some of you are endangering your children. Think about it. How you meet a motherfucker and they know all the right things to say. It's called a professional. Yeah, some of these niggas is game tight out here, and you fell for the bullshit. You know, matter of fact, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I want to sell you. Yeah. Don't be stupid on purpose. Don't be dumb as dirt. You should carry a shovel. Motive. Motive. M-O-T-I-V-E. Look it up. People be having motives out here. Where my light at? Oh, no, don't play with me. I'm looking for my lighter, y'all. I can't find it. Yo, where my light at? I ain't got no. Oh, yes, I do. Motive, y'all. Look it up. Yo, Shed Alive. We on it right now. You heard? We getting back to the lesson. See, when people run down on you, we're going to get into this right now. I had to take 2 pulls. We've been on here for a minute. Y'all know I got PTSD and all that old type of shit. Okay, this new thing that glazing, dick riding, all that. Those things be based on a person's motives. All right? For example, in 2026, when somebody comes to you and they volunteer all types of energy to your situation, you need to discover what the motive is. It ain't that big a fan in the fucking world. Find out what a person's motive is. Now, because if they motive to do the same thing you doing, what are they there for? One day they're going to think they can do it better than you. You know, they call them dream thieves. Remember? Y'all look up my lives. we talked about all this before. I ain't been on live in a minute. You know, dream thieves. They believe in everything you doing until they think they can do it better than you. And their motive was not to learn from you. It was to learn how to do it better than you type shit. Sometimes they call dream thieves. We see it all the time. They were streaming together and now they're streaming apart. But we know it was only one person responsible for them doing it either way. It was one person that started it. It was two people that started doing it together, and then there was only one person. That second person that left, his motive was to learn what you do so he could run with it. I told you, I'm going to say it again. They say a man does better if you teach him how to fish. Rather than give him a fish to eat, you teach him how to fish and he'll never be hungry. That's a true statement. But what they left out was, shed alive, y'all, what they left out was, find your own fucking pond to fish in. Respectfully. He taught you how to fish. You on the block working with the OG. The OG teach you how to flip them packs. Yeah. Yeah. He told you how to bring those numbers up. All right? What is that? Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know. And my thing is, he taught you how to hustle. He taught you how to lay it down. He taught you all the technicalities that come with it. You cannot set up shop on his block. You heard? You cannot set up shop on his block. You got to find your own spot to do what you learn. If a man teaches you how to fish, do not fish in his pond. If a man teaches you how to hustle, don't hustle in his spot. That's the way it has to go. Now, in all of those things, we have to teach ourselves how to compound that what we learned into something else. Remember, I don't give a fuck what it is you're doing. What I'm telling you is, in this life, one day you're going to have to be smart enough to do something else. You can't be a one-trick pony out here. You want to learn some shit. If all you know is super sandwiches, that's the kind of money you're going to get. And at this particular point, everybody, it's 20 people trying to get one $10 bill. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how the market is right now. All right? I don't want to hear that shit about you outside. Nigga, knock it off. The niggas that's getting money outside ain't getting nothing but loose change. Let's be for real. They getting twos and fews. They got to do a lot of work for that shit to add up to something. And the people getting real money outside can go to jail at any moment. Real talk. And for all the people that's shitting on scamming and all that, yo, that was a white boy hustle. Y'all didn't knock it when they did it. Now y'all gonna knock it because the brothers got onto it. Knock it off. Knock it off with that. Every hustle that we got from them. Understand that. You can only hustle with the opportunity in front of you. The fuck? You want to sell bricks, you can't just make them yourself. Exactly. You have to apply yourself in order to get them. And who makes them available? Them people. The same people that sent you to work lock you up for the work. Type shit. That's what we're living in right now. You understand what I'm saying? Learn something. If you start today, in 2 years, you'll be where you dreamed you could. Somebody got to say it to you. Somebody put something in the chat for me. Throw some questions in the chat for me. What's up? Is a body count a concern? As in, should it be considered going into relationships? Yo, first of all, who is this person right here? Y'all know I can't see. I got old man eyes. Okay. Kari Mo-Reed 5823. I'm going to say 5823. He said, is the body count a concern? As in, should it be considering going into a relationship? Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Listen, share this damn live, because y'all get spun the fuck out of control. What the hell is a body count? In real life, Because guess what? That person you met has been with somebody. Yo, listen, accept that. They have been with someone. But guess what? In this life, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That shit is real. You hear me? One man's trash is another man's treasure. When you throw body count into that, you never get your treasure, my nigga. She was treasure material for your life, but you was concerning yourself with body count. Fuck the fact that she made you feel better than any woman you ever been with in your fucking life. That woman had you feeling like a young Denzel. Yeah, nigga. Because of body count, you ain't with her. And guess what? You've been down ever since. Let me tell you something about love. It ain't wrote in stone. Sometimes when you blow your love, it's years before you get to have that feeling again. Why do you think people put it so high on the board of living? If you're not experiencing real love, they say you're not even alive. It feels like you're the walking dead on some zombie shit. And as a human, we all need love at the end of the day. Now, are you going to throw your love away over body count? Listen, everybody you met with somebody before you, understand that. Don't focus on wherever else they've been. Focus on the time they have with you, the energies they bring to what y'all doing, that part, and how well can you build with this person with this type of caliber of spirit and aura. Go with that, and you'll be happier. Okay? Now, if she was a porn star and you can actually visualize all that shit, that's something different. You got to be a brave nigga to wife up a porn star. You understand what I'm saying? But outside of that, she's with somebody else. That's my word. They wasn't sitting around on the porch waiting you to pull up in a black horse with the knight in shining armor shit on it. It wasn't real life. Matter of fact, when you called her, she had just got over this nigga. And she figured that she had a new start on how she wanted to do things, and she met you. And y'all been rocking. Now you talking this body count bullshit. She was a stripper for a couple of years because when she first got her first baby, she didn't know how to get no money. So she had to strip for a couple of years until she figured it out. And guess what? She turned her life around. She's back to trying to hold her integrity intact because she's trying to set, her son got big. She want to set a better example with him. And she's trying to do that with you. Them last two chicks ain't think nothing of you. That last chick, she was trying to get pieced off every check you got. She didn't give a fuck whether or not you had lunch at work. She was just trying to keep you broke. Now you got one that really fuck with your picklehead ass. Yeah. She love you on your worst fucking day. Yeah. And him, every time you call that nigga, he show up. Instead of critiquing and shitting on the person that you with because you watching these other people, tighten up the person that chose you. Tighten up with the person that you chose. Put more effort into that. Don't worry about where they've been at before you. Because everybody been somewhere. Everybody been somewhere. You know what I mean? All you doing is denying yourself something. I'm going to say this. If you with this in 5823, I'm going to say this to you. If you've been with this person and they make you feel like life is really good, you need to investigate and see how far you can take that. That's my advice to you, because it's not a lot of people that can make you feel like this life is really good. Yes. Listen, good relationships are not met. They're built. Try to build and it might work out. You might fuck around and do 30 years with her. But give it an effort and don't worry about body count, because every chick you met been with a nigga before you. Straight up. That's my word. Let's keep it 100. Straight up and down. Stop with that body count bullshit. Man, listen. Now, if the body count is due to her work, my thing is, why you asking? 4 years ago, she was outside. The last 4 years, she been trying to turn her life around, be better as a person, because we all change. And just like men can change, women can change too. But I'm going to say this. Learn her to see if that change is for you and for real. Don't go by what you see right there. Learn that shit. All right? Don't let the internet spin you away with somebody that could do 40 years with you. Real talk. Any more questions in the chat? Throw them in the chat, y'all. Word up. That's all I'm saying to y'all, man. Let's keep it 100. Real talk. Now, okay, what other questions I got in the chat? Okay, yes, a different generation, y'all. We're not gonna lie. It really is. You know, we're gonna keep it 100. You know, now I got this particular thing, you know, and I gotta say this. A lot of people are really ungrateful, you know. And a lot of people brag about different things that they have. Now, I wanted to speak on this. Bragging about having a spouse. When you're bragging about, I'm a wife. Oh, I'm a husband. When you do that, shut the fuck up with that. You know why? Because we can tell that you have a spouse by the way you carry yourself. You don't have to sit around talking about, oh, because my husband is standing there. Yeah, man, because my wife, man, yeah, because my wife, man, because my wife, man. You don't have to do that all the time. Because what's going to happen, all right, shut alive. Ride with the OG. Listen. What is a man in love's worst nightmare? What in a woman's life is a woman in love's worst nightmare? I'm going to give you a second while I take 2 pulls. If y'all didn't answer, I'm going to answer it for you. Shed a lot, because I'm going to tell you right now. Hey, yo. The question is, what is a man in love's worst nightmare? What is a woman in love's worst nightmare? That another person, their worst nightmare is that another person sees what they see in the person that they love. You're gonna fuck around, have to catch a body out here when that man see your woman the same way you do. You feel me? Yeah. When that woman see how that man loves you, and now she sees all the attributes he gives to you, she wants them for herself. Self-interest always comes into play. All right? Now, how does this happen? Because you let somebody get too close to your situation emotionally. All right? Your girlfriend see, shed alive, your girlfriend see you happier than you ever been in the last 5-6 years. They want to know what the fuck is making you so happy. That nigga. And then on top of that, you always talking about my man, my man, my man. Guess what happened? They low-key shooting shots at your man. They figure if he'll do this for her, he'll do all this for me. Yes, that's a real thing. So shut the fuck up about your person. Because you'll be the one to make somebody fall in love with your person. Keep your happiness to yourself. I understand she your BFF. Keep your BFF way the fuck over there. I'm a man. I don't need to see your best friend walking around the house with no bra on when I'm getting up going through my... No, because I'm a man. I'm going to look. Men are going to look at a woman bouncing through the house. Outside of their door, your girlfriend, yeah. And one day he might think, I wonder what that's hitting like. Word up. That's what men do. So keep her way over there. Feed her with a long handle spoon. She's still your BFF and all that, but she got to be that over there. Straight up and down. It's too much of that backdoor shit going on. Now listen, they did the numbers. They did the numbers. After the breakup, within 5 years of the breakup, they went back to the exes, and guess what? 85% of the exes actually had sexual dealings with their spouse's bestie. That's my word. She was drunk. She was there with her mouth open. It happened. Yeah. 85% of spouses have dealt with their spouse's best friends, and they admitted it after the breakup. I ain't gonna lie, man. I knocked her best friend off twice. On a humble. Yeah, because you had her around too much. You know, and I know y'all, listen, I know y'all don't get it, but sex to a man is like a game of 21. We'll be right back. A man can absolutely, positively have sex and have no feelings involved. Okay? I can prove it. He left his location, when he cut his location off, you seen where I was at before he cut it off, right? You jump up, you and your girlfriend jump up, go to the telly to catch him. You catch the nigga coming out the room on that floor with super thought. Yeah. Miss Gawk 3000. He with the neighborhood, yeah. Yeah, the one with the scabs on her knees, he with her. And you is mad as all outdoors. You hot. And he's busted. Outright. And he says to you, listen, boo, I did that. You called me, baby. I really did that. I understand all that. I know it look crazy and all that, but at the end of the day, I love you. I understand what it looked like. I know you hurt, boy. I didn't mean for you to feel like that. But at the end of it, I love you. I don't give a fuck about this $2 bitch. You know what I mean? I was going to get right back. I was just on one right quick. You know, I was running around, you know. And I felt the way about that little argument we had last night, so I did this, you know. But I love you, though. Now, when he said that, however charming he said it, I need you to think in that moment, boo, what he mean by when he says, I understand I got caught up in all that, but I love you, though. He take care of you. He makes sure y'all good. He has upgraded your life happily. And he has no problem investing into your dreams. Don't be so quick to throw that man away over this $2 thought. Them last two niggas you had wouldn't build nothing with you. And what them niggas gave you, you had to duck quick. Yeah. When a man tells you he loves you, it is a verb. It is an action. Now, a lot of men don't say it a lot. So I'm going to say it for him. He loves you. If he paying them bills, he love you. If he taking tender to them kids, he love you. If he ain't got no problem holding up your end, he loves you. If he ain't got no problem doing whatever you need to be done to get y'all to the, listen, if you can't make it for the month, you make it for the week. If you can't make it for the week, you make it for the day. If he giving you all that, he love you. His credit fucked up because he love you. He in child support over his other daughter because he fell in love with you. He love you. He put up with your mama and your hating ass daddy because he love you. All those things are an action. Now, even though he didn't say it, that nigga love you on your worst day. That same nigga that you call coming out that hotel will go work in a hurricane for you and bring all the money back to the ranch for what y'all doing. Don't be so quick to throw that away. All right, I'm telling you to your face, sex to a man is like a game of 21. It ain't nothing, nigga. Be right back. A man can hate the shit out of you here, still fuck. Oh, I'm just bullshitting, unless you're gonna do it. Understand that, and you and your man will go farther and be better. I understand that sex with a lot of women is very emotional. But in 2026, it's not. Women, they're moving like niggas out here. They're using men like tools. Talk to these niggas. The women are dismissing men. A nigga meet a chick, right? He stayed with her long enough to smash, but not long enough to know when she get paid, how much money she make, what her real last name is, but he smashed already and got dismissed. That was a player move on her. You was in the club holding a drink. My young nigga, he was in the club holding a drink. He wasn't doing it. He ain't have no motion. Old girl spotted him, went up to him and, you know, started talking to him, bought him a drink and shit, and took him back out to the spot. Went and got a short stay with him. You know what I mean? 4 hours later, he had to get up out of there. And he didn't hear from her for 2-3 weeks. And when he did, she wanted another short stay. Yeah. He's so busy wanting to smash and all that. Now he's a side nigga just for the sake of hitting the box and all that. You did? When in fact, she should be paying like she weigh, my nigga. You ain't nothing but a utensil out the toolbox for her, and you ain't getting nothing for it. But guess what? Every time you using something that belongs to somebody else, you in danger. All the box you get from that chick, that other nigga gonna realize he's sharing that box with another nigga. Stop letting her control the situation and pick the spots and the time. Stop. Because if that nigga ever catch on to where she's leading you to, he gonna hurt you. Nickel. If a man owned the cow, he will unalive anything drinking his milk. Some niggas is like that. You know why? Because his woman was his investment. It ain't just about the box. This man invested a lot of time and energy into this woman. A lot of fortification on her representing him wherever she at. And you slipped up and knocked her down. Cool. But understand, don't never think he fine with that. A lot of men know they woman cheating. But they got so much investment, they let her do that because they too financially tied up. And at the end of the day, it's cheaper to keep her. I told you, they pay chicks to leave. I ain't make that shit up. That's for real. All right? Now, I don't know where y'all been at all this week. But come fuck with the OG. All right? We ain't gonna have a number of real conversations over here. All right? I got a couple of... let's get back to it. Let me see. Is there any questions in the chat? Because the OG on one. And I miss y'all. We ain't been here for a minute. As a young man, 22, what should be my main focus? Hey, hold up. What's his name? Let me see right quick what he said. As a young... Alvin _champ. As a young man, 22, what should be my main focus? Okay, as you know, one of my... in life, you learn, you earn, and you return. At 22 years old, you're still in your learning stage. You need to be learning more, so when you enter your earning stage, you're earning enough money to take care of your life. You can't work 3 jobs. You don't have that kind of time. You need to work 1 job and get a check big enough to sustain your life and grow and build from. That means, but you only get paid for what you know, which means you got to learn some things and to make them pay you. Everybody wants a big check, but ain't gave nobody a reason to give them one. You get paid for what you know. And at 22, you don't know enough yet. Get to it. Okay? Get to it. You need to be maxing out your income by the time you're 30. So you need to start earning real good in the next 2 to 3 years. That means you need to be learning something that can pay you well. Period. So your main focus should be on learning. No, you don't need no wife. You're barely taking care of yourself. All right? Remember, everything you learn, you have to reteach yourself how to implement into your life so it's beneficial to you. What's the fucking point of learning something and never applying it? That's kind of being an idiot on purpose. Makes no sense. But the first thing you need to do is learn something that's beneficial to you moving forward. All right? That's what you're going to get on. All right? Not all that other shit. Not no woman. Now you know none of that. Maximize your income by learning something that they can pay you for. You don't want to work 3 jobs. That's modern day fucking slavery. You need 1 job that pays well. Get to it. Anything else in the chat? What's up? What we doing? Yo, y'all know what we do. Hey, what up? What up? Michelle Creates, what's good? How OG? Thank you for loving my content. I appreciate it. Love you too. Word up. This is what we do over here. It's not a game. Okay, no more questions in the chat. I'm going to get back to it. Yeah, let me get back to it. You know I got lessons going on over here. Who plays no games. This is not why I came. Word up. Now. Oh, we just did that one. We just did that one. Okay, yo. So anyway, message from the OG. I gotta say this because a lot of y'all don't know. Control your lust and sex, and you'll realize that most women have nothing to offer. If you stop basing your relationships on trying to get sex or having more sex, you'll see just what women really have to offer outside of just sex. Some of y'all chasing sex, you don't even see the other attributes that she brings to the table. So you'll never know if she's really built to fit your life as it is. You understand? You know. So you have to control that. Listen, sex is just like, sex is good as any drug. That shit'll have you off your ding. You know, that's why they always tell you, get off that porn shit, because you just sitting there wasting yourself away, emptying yourself out for what? You psychologically told yourself that gets rid of stress. No. Sex gets rid of stress, not porn. It's a fucking difference. Porn is not sex. Unless you're with somebody. Alright? The porn sites that help you do all that other shit, that don't count. But if you control that, you'll see clearly what the other things are that you need to fortify your life. Not just fucking sex, okay? Straight up and down. If you look for more in woman than the box, you see more of the woman. A couple of chicks you got rid of. Hey, yo, listen. Every woman is not a porno star until a man turns into one. And that's going to be based on how much of herself she gives to you. If she love you, she'll let you teach her to Gawk 3000 if she care about you. But guess what? If you're not attached to her emotional psyche, you ain't never going to get that close to her. You understand? You know, get off just the sex shit and touch her spirit. That will determine whether or not she fits your life. All right? So control your sex and you'll see what other attributes a woman brings to the table in real time, in real life. All right? Now, another thing is, and I gotta say this, control your anger and you'll realize shit just ain't that serious. All right? Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence. Never get so mad that you don't think. That 4 seconds of blacking out could be the rest of your life. That 7 seconds of wilding out could be the rest of your life. Do not put your life in jeopardy over a moment. I'm going to say that again. Control your anger and you'll realize that shit really ain't that serious. Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence. Never get so mad that you don't think. Okay? And when you control that and keep a level head, you'll see things just not that serious. Listen, we grown now, all right? For the rest of your life, because you're grown, I need you to stay cool, calm, and collected. When I say, you know what cool is, you know what calm is, but when I say collected, that means gather your thoughts. Make them make sense before moving forward in that moment. Stay cool, calm, and collected. That means collect your thoughts before you speak. Collect your thoughts before you move. Collect your feelings and emotions before you respond. That's what that means. You do this for the rest of your life because you're grown. And that's the way grown folks are supposed to carry themselves. Once your energy get up here, people don't really hear you. Your part of the conversation is not even respected because you're too high with it. You can't talk to me screaming like a banshee and all that. I don't hear you. Dead ass. And that smokes people. Once you get the hooping and hollering, nigga don't hear you. All right? OG gotta say it to you. Just keep it 100. I'll never steer you wrong, you know? Real talk. Now, I was talking to my mans last night. That's what spurred on this next conversation. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it going. Whew. How easy it is to get tricked out your spot. Some of y'all got tricked out your spot and y'all didn't even know it. You heard? Real talk. Some of y'all didn't even know it. Now, I say this because long-term suffering that's passed down from parent to child over generations is a real thing. It's to the point that life is beating us down so bad that we risk everything to have a good, alive feeling for the moment. Okay. We're going to break that down. Some people are walking through life on the fence. They're numb to the going-ons around them because they don't want to pick a side, you know. And in that, they look to the point where they feel like when you talk to them, you say like, you know, what are you going through? What are you suffering through? You know, some shit like that. And because they're down in the dumps. Some of them are in that dark, sunken place. And what happens is, in the moment, they'll risk anything just to feel alive for a moment. And it has to stop. Okay? And then people are like, yo, I didn't even know he was like that. Why would he do some shit like that? This person that you've been knowing for years just did some to the left weirdo out the wall shit that nobody never seen coming. That nobody never seen coming. You heard? Because he wanted to feel alive. He's been walking around numb. He's in that dark sunken place and he don't know how to get out. And for now, he's been comfortable there. You heard? He's comfortable there. You know what I mean? And to get out of it, he decided to just try something to feel alive again. And there was some weirdo shit that we're gonna always hold against him. All right? Now, you're gonna have to pick a side. Listen, either you pick the way you want your life to be or life will pick it for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make a choice, else life will make the choice for you. You understand? Don't sit around just coasting, flowing whichever way the wind take you. That shit ain't gonna work. Now, damn it, you got to land on something and stand on it. Else life will put your ass right where it wants you to be. And the way you moving right now, you fucking your karma up. The karma that's looking for you ain't good. Type shit, yeah. Get back to that. Now, where's the love? Where is the love? You only asking that question because you ain't gave no love out. In order to receive love, you must give love in order to get it. In order to receive kindness, you must give kindness in order to get it. Give out respect and it shall return to you. Now listen, some of y'all was raised wrong. Okay? Respect is not given. Respect is not earned. Respect is given. Respect is not earned. It is given because I'm of a respectful nature. I'm going to give you that respect regardless of who's standing in front of me. Now, if you misconstrue that respect to be something else, I'll smack all the ivory out your jaw. Straight up. But I'm going to give that respect because I gave it for me. Because I'm of a respectful nature. I gave you kindness no matter what you was in front of me. I extended my kindness to you because I'm of a kind nature. To me. The kindness and respect is not measured by you. It's measured by me because it's mine. Now, we got to know that respect and understanding and kindness are preservations of nature. To have and embellish these things help you live longer. For all the videos of fucked up shit that you laughed at, that was a real person that happened to. Now, and I say that because y'all moving along so much, you're losing your empathy out here. That happened to a real person with a real family. Somebody was dependent on that person for things. You understand me? And now, it's over. And you laughed at it. You thought it was funny. You scrolled on to the next shit, forgetting that these are real people. This is not TV. All that fucked up shit you watching. He said, what's your opinion on single mothers wanting to be married? There's so much single mother bashing, but a lot of women were sold dreams by men that had no intentions of being with them. Now, for a single mother, I want to say first priority is your children. Second priority is you want them to have a relationship with their father. I don't know if that can happen, but that's the second thing. Third, I don't know, it depends on how the first two turn out. The third one is based on, but the third one will be love your children, and they're gonna give you all that love back. Now, when it comes to men, I'm gonna tell you something. There's some little things that men go by, you know? And I'm going to say that don't give up too much information to a man because you might be scaring him off. Second is show them that your children and what you're doing for them and to them comes first. Because when a man sees those things, if he chooses you, then that's the right man. You understand? Listen. Tending to your children is attractive to men. So the more you love your kids, the more a man is going to gravitate towards you because we are attracted to motherly women in real life. See, listen, But I understand you understand this. A lot of women, a lot of baby mothers are single because they don't realize that they have a nurturement gene that is equipped to deal with men. When you hear one say, "Oh, he think I'm his mother. He want me to be his mother." That's not what it is, and you got bamboozled out your spot. That's why a lot of y'all single. A woman has the nurturement and the power to stop wars and to stop storms. Women have that power. All right? Your granny had it. That kind of shit. All right? Now, the nourishment that a woman has is from being a female is not only for children. They have a nourishment inside their chemical makeup that is also for men, and a lot of women are in denial of that. It's 4 religious texts given to man, and all of them say a woman is a man's heaven on earth. Do you know the validity of that? Come on now, the validity of that. Come on now. Now tell me, what means more to a man than a woman in this life? There is no greater joy. Especially if the woman is his woman and she's into him the same way he's into hers. Some all men pray for and long for, you know. But again, so what I say is if you touch a man's heart, you touch his spirit, you can have him forever. But you can't look at it like he wants motherly love from you. He doesn't. He wants nurturement from his woman. He needs to know that you believe in everything he is. And he needs to know that you are rooting for him to win and you're supporting his win, no matter what it is that he does. These things cost no money, but they fortify through emotions. And a lot of women haven't taught themselves how to utilize those to a man, and they thus keep winding up single. Listen, what a man needs to be fortified by a woman costs no money, but it takes an intent effort from her. See, baby, I don't need you to scratch my back like I scratch yours, but I need to know in my heart that you will. All right? I know you, I don't want you to be my mother, but I need to feel like you love me tight like my mom's. Yeah, I need to know that you kind of love me like that. But different, you know. Man can't sleep with his mom. I'm going to break that down. Yo, heart me, y'all. Feel free to leave a gift. Word up. We on it. Listen. The difference between a wife and your mother. Ladies, I need you to pay attention, but this is where you and his mom differentiate at. So pay attention. Write it down, share it alive. I'm going to talk about it right now. A wife, a woman that aspires to be a wife, will do anything for self-preservation because she's your wife. A wife is not going to take the food out of her mouth to keep you alive. Your mother will take the food out her mouth to keep you alive. A wife is never going to go against anything that takes away her sustainability. A mother will give all her sustainability to her child. Okay? Now, I know it sounds harsh, ladies, but let's be honest. You want your sons to love you the same way. Now, if we got a 1-bedroom and mommy come to visit, a man would automatically offer his room to his mother because that's his mother. And she gets the front seat every time. But moms, out of respect for their daughter-in-law, will not take the bedroom. Any mother do not want to sleep in the bed where their grandkids was made at. Mothers don't want to do that. Okay? But a son will offer that to his mom. Moms, you can take our room. But a real mom not going to take that bed that y'all copulate on in real life. All right? And if she do take the room, the daughter-in-law probably gonna be mad because she wouldn't want to sleep in the son, her bed, sleep in with his wife. That kind of thing, you know. Etiquette here. You can't blame somebody for what they never been taught. But at the end of the day, you cannot tell him how to love his mother. But if you want to keep that man happy and keep his spirit light and his heart soft, respect the love he has for his mother. And try to get your sons to love you the same fucking way. Start there. Start instead of, oh, you think I miss my mother? No. That man loving adores his mom. See, I walked from here to Brazil for her. Find a way to get your sons to love you the same way. A lot of y'all keep giving up on y'all boys when they're 13, 14 years old, and they still need you. Y'all done went back outside on them, and they still need you. And between 14 and 17, they asses caught all the way up because you thought that they were ready, and they wasn't. They wasn't. These boys are getting double-digit times. They ain't even got out of high school yet because some of y'all walked away a little too soon in real life. All right? Until the cops bring that nigga home, you ain't paid no attention to that boy. You figure he feed himself, he good, he could take it back. You figure, yeah, you just left him to it. He ain't grown. He's not a college student. Excuse me. He's a child. And your job not finished. As Kobe said, job not done. All right? You think you done taught your daughter everything? No, you didn't. You didn't teach your daughter how to understand her sex is like a drug to her. A woman's body works against her mind. Listen. Women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Ride with the OG, shed a lot, because I'm going to break it down to you again. Because we grown here. With her permission, of course, if you tie a woman to the bed, blindfold her, butt-ass naked, her body can be manipulated to have 5 orgasms. Blindfolded, not knowing who was responsible for making her body explode 5 times. Her body exploded and her mind didn't know who it was. It's like her body was a safe. And that person cracked the combination to put footprints on the ceiling. Yeah. That can happen to a woman. Her body will work against her. Yes. Men are different. If you blindfold that man and give him the Gawk 3000, he'll never finish. He needs to see who's stroking that joint. He needs to see it. See, in order for a man to finish, all of our senses have to be aligned. Our visual, sometimes even our smell, and our touch. It has to be aligned with our mind. See, sex with a man begins in his head. How do you think? Listen, a woman ain't born a hoe, all right? Well, I don't know. Well, they say white liver, but that hasn't been proven. That's just an old saying that some chicks got born with white liver. That means they can't stop having sex. Or what they call, what's they call it? I forgot the other word. It starts with the N. Anyway, a woman does not come out of house a hoe. A woman does not wake up one day and just want a man. All right? But a boy wakes up one day and needs a woman out of nowhere. The boy see his shoulder, he all over the place. He see a little cleavage, he in the bathroom, letting one go. Yeah, men wake up one day, 12, 13 years old, and they need a woman. They just want one and desire one out of nowhere. Not a woman. A woman doesn't desire a touch of a man until she's already been touched by a man. All right? Hoes are not born, they're made. All right? When a woman hasn't been taught how to control her physical factions, she can easily become a hoe because sex is just like smoking crack. It's like the best thing ever. That's why you have to teach your daughters how to have body control. You have to control their impulses. Okay? As soon as he touches, it's over. No, she has to control that. Okay? Straight up and down. These are things that has to be taught. Okay? Now, with men, because men sexual levels are so high, they can actually, and I told you earlier, they can have sex without no feelings being involved. A man could hate the shit out of you. He'll still knock the bottom out that box in a heartbeat and still hate you when it's finished. All right? What Lil Wayne said? As soon as I came to my senses. Y'all was in the exit. As soon as he finished, he was at the elevator before the condom even hit the elevator, hit the exit floor. As soon as he, what the fuck am I doing here? Oh my God, yeah, he out of there. Word up. It's like as soon as a nigga bust one, clear up and all that, you know. He get back to what he supposed to get back to, you know. It's like a commercial. That's what it is in real life, you know. Now my thing is, you can't miss what you cannot measure. You can't measure a woman's box. You can't measure a woman's box. So there's no way you can really miss it. All right? Shit like that. This is what we talking about over here. We just trying to keep it 100. Now, I'm going to say this again. Woo, man, listen. I got to say this. When a person is down bad for a long time, it can change the nature of a person completely. And I said it because a lot of y'all have took a few L's in a row. And now the thought of those L's are wearing you down. It's crippling your confidence, you know. And I need you to snap out that bullshit. Shed alive. Now listen here. I don't care how many L's you took. You're going to get 3 W's this week. That's the way you have to see it. The cup is not half empty. The cup is half full. Get the fuck back in the game. A new mindset. A fresh start. It's not a new job. It's not a new crib. It's not a new car. It's not a new person. It's a change in brain activity. Okay? Now, for some of you, I don't know where you at with it. But I'm going to give some instructions out for you to get out. Because you ain't depressed and you ain't lonely. Start with me. All right? Take a hot shower. Take a hot shower. Okay? Get out. Go make the house, make your space quiet. Quiet. Turn off the phone, turn off the TV and all that shit. Sit in the middle of the room with your legs crossed and meditate. Take 20 deep breaths, all the way up and all the way down. Do it until you hear your own heartbeat inside yourself. Focus on you. I need you to feel the inside of yourself. That's what you need to do. Meditate and find a peaceful space in those moments. We're trying to de-escalate all those heavy things that you're carrying around. Okay? You got to let that shit go because they blocking your blessings. They blocking the door. They blocking your hits. They blocking your W's. You got to find a way to get rid of that shit because listen, you do that 20 times. And pray to whatever you believe in. I pray to God. Some people believe in the energy from the earth. Some people believe in the love from the heart. Whatever that is, say an ode to that. Okay? And then be thankful for the powers and the strength you have. Be thankful for the opportunities to change shit around. Be grateful. Be gracious. Remind yourself that you love you. And you'll do anything for you, because of you. At any time, it's on you. Every time, it's on you. Now, it's on you. Then, it's on you. Everything going forward. You are the Frank White of your life. Every nickelback soul in the park, you get in there and get it. Because ain't nobody coming. I need you to accept that and get clarity. Ain't nobody saving you. You get a favor, cool. But we ain't waiting on that. We're going to accept the fact that we adults now and we grown and it's a lonely place. We can't ask of others because they are going through the same exact thing that we're going through. And if we don't apply ourselves to this grown shit, we got to understand that anything that we want to accomplish coming forward has to come from a thinking man's perspective. You're going to have to think. You're going to have to apply yourself. Listen, there are no more mistakes, only lessons. Those 2 or 3 things you got to do, stop looking at everything like it's a problem. No, it's not. It's just some things you got to do to get the hell over there. You so focused on your focus, you ain't got nothing to do with these two people on the side of you. Stop going to their page, scrolling 20 things of what they did. That ain't helping you. Congratulate and keep it pushing. Get back to your focus. Get up, go to the bathroom. Take some cold water and smack the shit out yourself. Just like that. Look in the mirror and tell them, I'm not dealing with the world is dealing with me. Okay, none of these niggas fuck with me. I got 3 L's last week. I don't give a fuck about that. They don't measure me. I'm going to get 3 W's this week. You understand me? When you hit the strip, nigga, win, win, win. If you don't believe in you, how the fuck they supposed to believe in you? If they can't see that you love yourself, they ain't going to never truly love you. Get back to it. Get back to you. Get back to you. Now, respectfully, I know you love these people. I just need you to love yourself more. I need you to apply yourself more. I'm tired of niggas walking around looking suicidal. You are not lonely. You are not depressed. No, you're not on one. Find a fucking way to grow from where you at, because you're grown. Somebody got to tell it to you. Now, if you ain't seeing your child, get your ass to family court and get up with you. Time is going by. Now, you got a fucked up baby parent. You know what it is. Deal with it in real life. Y'all stop running around acting like y'all. Yo, listen. Knock it off. You hear me? Knock it off. I mean that. I just got to say it. Most people will risk everything to upgrade their life. All I want you to do is apply yourself to moving up. I don't want you to rob a bank. None of that. But I need you to be rich in life. Do you know what your square living is? Your square living is your grandparents, your parents, your siblings, and y'all kids. That's it. That's your square living. Okay? One team. And when I say that, one hand wash the other, both hands wash the face. All right? I'm going to say it again. One hand wash the other, and both hands wash the face. Your best asset going forward will be people. Their personality and characteristics, and how well and how quick you can get in tune with them, because that's going to be your biggest asset moving forward. Okay? Don't risk everything for a moment. Stop with all the impulsive bullshit. I'm telling you, what they eat ain't going to make you shit. Their opinion not going to get the job done. And who the fuck is those niggas? Yeah. Motive. Get you a motive or figure out theirs. Recognize the play before the play. Else you don't win with the play. When the play win, you don't win. You can't hit the number if you don't play. You understand me? But I'm going to say this, whatever it is, bet on you. OG ain't going to never steer you wrong. You understand me? I don't know how long I've been on here, but I got to go to work. And it's going on 12 o'clock. Word up. What's good, y'all? Y'all know what we on. Y'all know what we on over here. Yeah, that's what we do over here. What up, Rod? This is what we do over here, y'all. Y'all know what we do over here. Word up. Page-5-Lit, we outside. I'm going to be back Friday night, and we going to, yeah, we on one. Y'all know what we do over here. Y'all know exactly what we do. Real shit going on. Word up. Got to keep it real with my people. 100. I ain't going to never tell you no lies. We ain't going to never fake no jacks over here. Real talk. That's all I'm saying. What I'm going out with today, man? I'm going out with Pop, you heard?
He just stand by the goddamn
yeah. Page-5-Lit, we outside. Skip for the streets on the platform. Let's go. I see death around the corner. Referee me as a G nigga. I expect retaliation in a hurry. corner. Any day, try to keep it together. No one lives forever anyway, struggling, striving. My destiny's to die, keep my finger on the trigger. No mercy in my eyes, in the confusion. I'm thinking about my daddy, mad than a motherfucker. They never should have had me. I guess I seen too many murders. The doctor can't help me. Got me stressing with my pistol in the sheet. He ain't help me in my power. I'm out the window with my AK, ready to shoot. Ran out of hand with my mom, can't take the stress. I'm out of breath, make me wanna kill my damn self. But I see death around the corner. Yo, my shit about to die. I see death around the corner. Having respect. Around the corner. We were kids. Yeah. Hold up, this shit OG. The pressure's getting to me. The phony tried to do me, smoking too much weed. I've been paranoid, stressed like the cat in the vest. Under my clothes when I dress, he's hoping I die. The way I live, straight bugging. I'll get my trigger for all the niggas that was bugging. My homie told me punch them, trust them motherfuckers. They act like they your homies, they're some phony motherfuckers. And even if I did die young, who cares? All I ever got was me, Martin Coach said. Got homies in my head that done passed away, screaming, please. Young nigga, make cheese. I can't give up, although I'm hopeless. I think my mind's gone. All I can do is get my grind on. Around the corner. We were kids. Yeah, around the corner. We were kids. I was raised in the city. Ever since I was an itty bitty. Drinking liquor out my mama's city. And smoking weed was an everyday thing in my household. And drinking liquor till you out cold. And though I'm grown now, niggas still on power. How many more jealous ass bitches coming for my bitches? Now I gotta bitches when I'm gone. Cause if I ain't sharp and homeless, the bitches will start shit. Excuse me, but this is where we park, bitch. No more game for free. Please explain to me why niggas trip, bitch. Who you came to see? Murdering, never see me later, man. I got homies that'll hunt you till you drop. I hope the Lord can forgive me. I was a G and getting high was a way of being free. I see around the corner. Yeah. Always us, never them, you heard? Yeah. Always us, never them, you heard? Yeah. Around the corner. You free, live like it, you understand me? Around the corner. Yeah.